Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the vibrant red wrapper of a Kit Kat? The crispy, chocolate-coated treat adored by millions across the globe? It's not just a little snack you hold in your hand. Kit Kat is a marvelous journey where irresistible chocolate intertwines with airy wafers, awakening every sense from taste to sound with that delightful snap when you break it apart. Today, we're stepping into a sweet adventure full of surprises, uncovering how these iconic bars are crafted in one of the world's largest chocolate factories, where over 8 million Kit Kats are born every single day, a number that'll make your jaw drop. From the sun-drenched cocoa fields of West Africa, where each bean is nurtured by nature's warmth, to the cutting-edge production lines where technology meets passion. This story will not only leave you craving a bite, but also in awe of the meticulous care, creativity, and heart poured into every tiny chocolate bar. Are you ready to take a break and join me on this delicious ride? Let's dive into the sugary world of Kit Kat together. It all begins in the lush tropical landscapes of West Africa, where sprawling cocoa fields stretch endlessly beneath a blazing sun, reaching toward the horizon like a green sea kissed by golden light. Here, nature gifts us with ripe cocoa pods that shimmer in hues of red, yellow, and orange, jewels nestled among the foliage. When July rolls around and the tropical heat hits its peak, farmers embark on their painstaking harvest season, fueled by an incredible sense of dedication. No high-tech machines here, just weathered, skilled hands carefully plucking each cocoa pod from the trees, ensuring the precious beans inside, the very soul of chocolate, remain untouched and unharmed. Every movement is tender, deliberate, as if they're cradling a sacred offering from the earth. Can you picture it? Sweat beads on their foreheads under the scorching sun, yet their faces light up with proud smiles as they hold perfect cocoa pods in their grasp, knowing they're the starting point of something extraordinary. Once harvested, the pods are brought to a special area where skilled workers deftly split them open with sharp knives. As the tough outer shells crack apart, they reveal plump, glistening white cocoa beans inside, pearl-like treasures brimming with the promise of Kit Kat's future flavor. These beans aren't left to chance. They're meticulously arranged on vast drying mats made of bamboo or wood, spread out under the relentless tropical sun. For 8 straight days, they lie there, soaking in the searing heat, slowly shedding their moisture. The outer shells transform from soft and pliable to hard and brittle, while inside, the exceptional chocolate flavor begins to lock itself in. An aroma so faint yet so tantalizing, it's like a whisper of the deliciousness to come. But the journey doesn't end here. Before leaving the fields for the factory, each cocoa bean must pass a rigorous selection process, like an elite entrance exam. First, a moisture check ensures they're dry enough to ward off mold. Next, size and texture are scrutinized. Any underdeveloped or puny beans are discarded without a second thought. Finally, a team of seasoned experts conducts a scent test, sniffing each bean to confirm it exudes that signature, exquisite cocoa aroma. Only the beans that ace every test are packed into sacks and shipped off to the factory, where the real magic begins. When those heavy sacks of raw cocoa beans arrive at the state-of-the-art factory, they're about to undergo a jaw-dropping transformation that would amaze anyone lucky enough to witness it. Imagine a massive space filled with towering machinery, the steady hum of engines, and the faint scent of chocolate wafting through the air. This is where Kit Kat comes to life. The first step is a thorough cleaning to prep the beans for their big makeover. Workers pour sack after sack into a sprawling conveyor system that stretches dozens of meters, whisking the beans to a specialized station. Inside a cleverly designed rotating drum, the beans tumble and roll against each other, naturally shedding their stubborn, dry husks as the drum spins. At the same time, powerful air jets blast in, sweeping away every speck of dust, leftover shell fragments, or stray debris, leaving the cocoa beans spotless and pristine, like they've just had a luxurious bath. Can you feel that shift? From gritty, dirt-covered beans to smooth, clean gems, they're ready for the next thrilling stage. Now comes the fire challenge, the moment where the beans' hidden flavors are coaxed awake and elevated to new heights. Batches of cocoa are loaded into gigantic roasting machines that look like industrial ovens straight out of a sci-fi movie. Here, Temperature and timing are controlled with razor-sharp precision, a closely guarded secret known only to master chocolatiers. Too much heat, and the flavor turns bitter and scorched. Too little, and it stays dull, unworthy of Kit Kat's rich chocolate coating. As the beans roll and roast, you can almost smell the deep, warm aroma escaping, a scent so intoxicating it makes your mouth water just thinking about it. Emerging from the flames, these roasted beans are bursting with life, primed for their next transformation. They're fed into a colossal grinder, a beast of a machine with spinning blades that pulverize the beans into bits. The pieces break apart and meld together, slowly turning into a thick, velvety concoction called cocoa paste, a natural treasure packed with flavor. But the process doesn't stop there. This paste is sent to a hydraulic press, a high-tech marvel that uses immense pressure to squeeze out every last drop of cocoa butter. The result? Perfectly round cocoa cakes, each weighing about 7 kilos, with a smooth surface and a bold, captivating aroma that's practically begging to become something delicious. These cakes are ground once more into a fine, powdery cocoa dust, silky and soft, the key ingredient ready to craft Kit Kat's unmistakable chocolate taste. Now the cocoa powder joins a sweet orchestra of ingredients to create Kit Kat's one-of-a-kind flavor. Inside massive mixing machines that weigh tons, it's blended with sugar as sweet as a kiss, creamy milk powder fluffy like clouds, pure cocoa butter that melts like liquid gold, and a handful of secret ingredients Nestle guards like a family heirloom. This is the exclusive recipe that sets Kit Kat apart from every other chocolate out there. The mixture churns endlessly, spinning in a rhythmic dance of power and precision. What starts as a jumble of separate elements gradually fuses into a thick, luscious chocolate mass, releasing an aroma so divine it could stop anyone in their tracks. But to reach perfection, this chocolate needs a special refining step called conching. For hours, it's ground down relentlessly, reducing the particles to microscopic specks so tiny they melt the moment they hit your tongue, leaving a silky sensation behind. The longer it's conched, the creamier it becomes, with flavors deepening into something truly extraordinary. That's the secret to its magic. Then, the liquid chocolate enters the tempering phase. Its temperature is carefully raised and lowered, settling precisely at 81 degrees to prevent ugly crystals from forming on the surface. The outcome? A glossy, flawless chocolate that screams, "Bite me," the very soul of Kit Kat, destined to melt the hearts of chocolate lovers worldwide. But Kit Kat isn't just about chocolate. The crispy wafer layers are its heart, delivering that satisfying snap every time you break a bar in two. Crafting these wafers is just as intricate and awe-inspiring as the chocolate itself. Picture a scene where familiar ingredients come together: refined wheat flour as white as snow, crystal clear water, sugar that dissolves into sweetness, smooth vegetable fats, and a pinch of salt to lift the flavor to new heights. But the real star is the leavening agent, a magical touch that breathes life into the wafers, making them light and crunchy, like a melody on your taste buds. Everything's tossed into a giant mixer where enormous blades whirl with incredible force. The dry mix transforms into a smooth, creamy batter, thick yet flowing, ready for its next step. Once prepared, this batter is pumped through ultra-precise nozzles. Think of them as sculptors shaping perfection, delivering just the right amount into small rectangular molds. Each mold gets the exact dose needed, ensuring every wafer comes out with flawless thickness, uniform like it's been measured with a ruler. These batter-filled molds are whisked into industrial ovens, where temperatures soar between 350 and 400 degrees, a blazing heat that works its magic in just 30 fleeting seconds. In that blink of an eye, the batter puffs up, turns golden, and locks in a delicious flavor within its crisp layers. Can you hear those tiny pop sounds as they finish baking? That's the sign of perfect crunchiness. Fresh from the oven, the wafers head to a cooling zone, where gentle breezes of cool air waft over them, lowering their temperature bit by bit to preserve that signature snap. This step is crucial. Cool too fast, and they might turn soggy. Too slow, and the chocolate coating could melt later on. And what about the filling inside the wafers? Here's a delightful twist. Imperfect Kit Kat bars, maybe cracked or slightly misshapen, are ground into a fine powder and whipped into a light, cloud-like chocolate cream. Not only is this a genius way to reduce waste, but it also acts as a sweet glue, binding the wafer layers together without breaking their delicate structure. Meanwhile, the outer chocolate layer is thicker and firmer, offering protection and a hearty bite. Now comes the most enchanting moment, where chocolate and wafers unite to form a masterpiece. The crispy wafer layers are lined up neatly on an endless conveyor belt, poised for a luxurious chocolate bath. Imagine a stream of molten chocolate, its rich brown hue gleaming like polished wood, cascading from above like a sugary waterfall, filling the air with an aroma so irresistible you'd want to dive right in. The chocolate pours evenly, draping every inch of the wafers with stunning precision. No corner is left untouched. 3 thin layers are carefully applied, each one building on the last like strokes of a master painter. Then a final wafer layer is placed on top, like the closing note of a perfect symphony, completing the Kit Kat creation. These long bars glide into the cutting area, where razor-sharp blades await. With lightning speed, they slice the chocolate into neat, familiar-sized pieces, the Kit Kats you know and love. In the blink of an eye, fully formed bars appear, resting proudly on the belt, ready for their final steps. Before reaching your hands, every Kit Kat faces a quality test as tough as a final exam. Experts scrutinize every detail. Any air bubbles on the surface? The slightest crack? Bars that don't pass are rejected without hesitation. But don't worry, those flawed bars aren't thrown away. They're crushed down and reborn as that creamy filling inside other Kit Kats, a brilliant cycle of sustainability. The ones that make the grade roll onto a cutting-edge packaging line. Here, robotic arms move at lightning speed, tirelessly wrapping each bar in shiny silver foil that gleams like a mirror, then slipping on the vibrant red wrapper, the iconic look of Kit Kat. Picture it. Thousands of bars sparkling in their red uniforms, parading down the conveyor like a little army ready to conquer your taste buds. Every day, up to 8 million Kit Kats stream out of the factory, shipped to sprawling warehouses where they await orders from every corner of the globe. When the orders come in, trucks loaded with Kit Kats hit the road, delivering sweet delight to homes, stores, and streets everywhere. Ever heard the famous slogan, "Have a break, have a Kit Kat"? Since its debut in 1958, this simple yet magical phrase has become inseparable from the brand. It's more than just a call to snack. It's a marketing masterpiece that speaks to the soul. Break captures the crisp snap when you split a Kit Kat, while also tapping into that universal longing for a moment of peace amid life's rush. Paired with Kit Kat, it's a sweet promise. Just one bite of this treat can whisk away your stress and bring a smile. Its simplicity, memorability, and emotional depth have made it a key player in turning Kit Kat into one of the world's most beloved candies. More than words, it's a way of life. A gentle nudge to pause, take a break, and savor something delicious. From West Africa's sun-soaked cocoa fields, where every bean is cherished by human hands, to the high-tech factory where innovation and passion collide, Kit Kat is a blend of precision, creativity, and love. Each day, over 200,000 bars are crafted here, spreading small bursts of joy to millions worldwide. Hours of harvesting, roasting, grinding, mixing, coating, and wrapping, all for a bar you can pick up, snap in half, and enjoy anytime. Feeling the urge for a Kit Kat yet? Imagine breaking one now, hearing that snap, and letting the chocolate melt on your tongue alongside the crunchy wafer, a tiny moment that makes your day sweeter. If you loved this story, stick around for more tasty secrets from the world of food.